Hello and welcome back to another live commentary of Mechabellum. I am Hazefest. In this episode, we have Aerial Specialist, Quick Supply Specialist, Amplify, and Rhino. We are currently on the Season 3 patch, so that's exciting. Let's go for Quick Supply Specialist. Go ahead and pull out these balls and arc lights and see if we can put them to the test. Alright, I kind of favor our setup versus his currently. We need some chaff, I think, to deal with what we got going on the board. We could go crawler chaff, which I think pairs well with the steel balls. So let's get crawlers unlocked here. We already got the chaff clear in form of arc light. So let's go a little aggressive, shall we? Let's get a little aggro on this man. I like not putting my units too far on the outsides of the towers. I like having more units towards the middle. This way, when one side goes down, when one tower goes down, the units are already halfway to the other one. If you put them too far on the outsides, I feel like it takes them forever to get into the fight. So I don't really like to go too far out. The exception is with these really fast units that move 16 meters per second. You can see over there on the far left in the bottom left corner, you can see how fast the units move. And I think it's a pretty good rule of thumb to put the faster units on the outside or towards the back of your layout here. We'll see how we go. The opponent decides to go for marksman. I do have 200 money saved in the bank, so we'll see how this affects the outcome of this round. Alright, the marksmen are not going to lock on immediately onto my units, so that's good. Hopefully, we can clear the chaff fast enough for our steel balls to get in and hit these tarantula. Alright, we got good connections there. Take down one of the backside archers, marksmen. And we take round one pretty well. We didn't get any towers for the additional experience. I think each tower kill is 200 experience. We failed to get in that way. Round two, we get offered a few things here. Underground threat seems really, really good. I think I'm going to take the underground threat here. We do have that money saved up from previously. We don't have anything that shoots up into the air, so if our opponent goes air here, we're going to have a bit of a problem. I could go Mustang. Don't know if it's really worth it. I think instead I will opt to go Sabertooth here. Sabertooth is going to be a big problem for my opponent. Especially if I put them way up front, like this. I feel if I put them way up here, then we should be able to get into my opponent's head a little bit. Let's go ahead and mass recruit and grab some more units. What I'm worried about is the instant lock-on from these, what do you call them? Marksmen? So we're gonna throw the underground threat to the left here, see if we can pop that tower. And then we'll see if we can get in with our frontline units. Maybe we move them back a little bit. Maybe we move back like this and we put the Sabertooth on the left side. See if it can bum rush that tower. I should have moved my crawlers back. They're way too forward. So that's just going to feed experience into the enemy. It's not going to really accomplish anything way back there. So that was a bad call. We do get the snipe on the tower to the left from our flank with the spell. So it's going to tie up his backline marksman a little while. These big Sabertooths are going to come in and destroy these tarantulas. He's got more marksmen on the right side here. They're going for the tower. Nice. We do get the tower before the round ends, so that's great free experience for us. Subsidized Marksman shows up. This card reduces the cost of Marksman by 50%, or by 50. That's bad for us, because now he's going to be able to shoot out a lot of these Marksmen. I think in order to combat this, we need to go additional supply slot. Or we could go orbital bombardment. I could take subsidized Marksman and try to keep up with him. I'm not sure that's the best call for this round. I mean, these right 3 cards are awesome. Rhino's nothing to snuff at either. It's pretty good for assaulting on the sides here, but I think he's going to put some chaff over there to prevent me from sniping that tower again. I'm going to go for the crazy play and go additional slot. We're going to level up our steel balls. Let's go ahead and give them enhanced range. Try to get them into the fight a little sooner. Let's go ahead and... I'm thinking about field recovering one of my units here. Maybe that's a bad call. I'm going to grab additional units here. We'll put some chaff on the left side. On the back end here. Try to help out that unit. Unlock some fangs before I forget. Oops. Our opponent decides to go for a tarantula, and he puts the rhino in the back left corner. That's going to be tough. If my chaff clear doesn't get rid of all these crawlers, that rhino is going to destroy my tank. Let's see here. Let's hope our chaff clear gets in here and makes a big deal. I think I need more arc lights, because we're not clearing the chaff fast enough, and we have exposed backline threats, and they're just getting pelted down by these backline units, so that's bad for us. We're going to lose this round because of that. We lost completely on the right side. He's got range on his tarantulas, and that's bad for us. We do end up killing one of his units before we go down here. Okay, so the tarantula range was actually pretty good call by him. Let's see. Maybe I go rhino and try to clear with the chaff there. I do have the whirlwind mechanics. I could also try going a buttload of fangs here. I'm going to go with the Wraith card. Wraith card counts as chaff clear as well as pretty good unit. We're going to level our Sabertooth. I think we need just more chaff clear. So do I go dogs? I want to go dogs. Let's get range on the arc lights. And let's just put more arc lights out. I think as long as we're clearing this chaff, our opponent is in trouble. If we're not clearing the chaff, then we are in trouble. I think I'm going to get mobilize beacon here. Run this guy over here. And we'll see how that goes. He also decided to get the wraiths. Interesting. Slowly moving in. I think we need to get range on our... Look at all the chaff just going after those crawlers. So now all of the stuff on the right side is just exposed to my units. Wild. I don't really have any air units that can deal with these wraiths except for my own wraiths. So I'm hoping that these tower debuffs will get us through the rest of the round. Looks like it will. The round goes to us. Lots of damage to the opponent. Oof. Big damage. The thing that made all the difference there was, in fact, the mobile beacon on these crawlers here. It pulled all his chaff away, and it just absolutely obliterated his backline. That was crazy. Assault Vulcan seems interesting. Maybe I should try Assault Vulcan. I'm gonna get the super heavy armor actually, now that I'm looking at it. Increased HP of unit 150%. That's insane. Alright, we're gonna level up these units. Let's get range on the tanks. My left tank is doing 63,000 damage. My right tank is only doing 33. Huh. Let's see. Can I sell out of one of these units? I think we should get super heavy armor on the weaker tank here. Let's mobilize my units again. That seemed to work really well last turn. Let's get a couple of shields up. Ran out of time. I don't think I unlocked a unit either. I'm terrible at this game. Wow. I've never seen this tech out of the crawlers. He got acid on the crawlers. That is extremely dangerous for us. Because all the crawlers that die are going to leave an acid puddle behind, and it increases the damage done to the units in the acid. So that's not good for us. He ended up getting field maintenance on his air units, so I need to get some air tech to deal with this. We do get the debuff on the enemy tank, or on the enemy, what is this? Tower. And we die to all the trash. Okay. So to deal with these units, I'm definitely going to unlock this Vulcan. I'm torn between Vulcan and Typhoon right now. I think Vulcan's the better play. It's a level 2 Vulcan. Nice. We're going to unlock Marksman. Let's go ahead and get a couple Marksmen. Let's get range on this Vulcan. And we're going to put it on the left side here to deal with the chaff that's coming through. Vulcans are very slow. We'll put a backline threat on the back right to tie up a lot of his units to keep them from coming forward, I think. Actually, I think I need more chaff myself. Marksman, we want aerial specialization, and we want another marksman, I think. It's probably not going to pay off this round, but it should pay off in future rounds. For our Wraith, maybe we also go field maintenance. And we'll get another marksman. Mobilize. Go. He ended up getting armor-piercing bullets on his tarantula. Look at all this chaff coming in to my flamethrower. Yeah, delicious chaff. Sweet XP. Alright, our ground targets are hitting the right units. Our units in the air are healing as much as his are. Our marksmen in the back lines are taking out the air units, and I think we win this round. Torching all the enemies. We get the towers, and we get the enemy units as well. I think that's the... Nope, it's not the game. We still got one more round. Quick cooldown could be interesting. Mass-produced Sabertooth. Assault Scorpion. I don't really like mass-produced Sabertooth right now. I don't think that would really help the current situation. So I'm going to go with the... kind of don't want any of these. I guess I'll go with the Assault Rhino. He's got a worm, I just noticed. Let's put the Rhino on our backside so that he can come in and assist. Let's promote this tank, and we're going to give Sabertooth's double shot. We're going to put Scorch on our Vulcan. Let's get 2 more Sabertooth on the left side, and we'll get another Crawler on the left side. The reason we're getting these units is to help with enemy unit clear from all these units here, but we're giving them the double shot so that we can unlock Mustang. Mobilize beacon. Go! No! Shit! I'm gonna lose the round because of that. I didn't get my mobilized beacon. Alright, we got 2 rhinos and a worm coming from the left side. As soon as that worm pops up, the double shot on my tanks are gonna kill it. There's a lot of marksmen on the field. My wraiths are taking forever to kill the enemy units here. I lose all of my wraiths. He's got a melting point now. All of these are bad for us. And we lose this round pretty bad. Okay, how am I going to stop all this nonsense? If I lose another round, I'm dead. I think we go... I think we go Farseers with Electromag and range. Level up all my marksmen, give them range. Looks like we need to sell some stuff. Field recovery. Let's sell this useless steel ball that's not really doing anything. Let's get fire. We are going to run with our crawlers and put fire on the left side of the board, maybe? And we'll fire a missile at the right side. We'll unlock something. Let's get borrowed money because we're going to need to stay alive. Let's get increased range. Man, our air units really didn't get any levels at all. Guess we'll promote this tank up front. Try to kill that worm even faster. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Farseer needs to get back. I think I favor my opponent to win this here because he's got 3 freaking melting points. He missiled the crawlers. Smart. Yeah, I feel like my opponent's gonna take the game here unless I get amazing connections on all of my hits here. The Farseers with the, what is it? The electromagnetic explosion is really carrying the fight, and we win. Wow. So the only reason I won there was because the electromagnetics on my... He surrendered. Nice. The electromagnetics on my Farseers was disabling the tech for the enemy melting points. So their range was gone, and they were slowed by 40%. And all our units were starting to outrange his units as they were slowly moving towards us. They were just getting peppered with a whole bunch of damage. And that was the only reason we won, was the Farseers with the electromagnetic tech and range. So if we didn't have those, we would have lost that, because the electromagnetic took away the flying discs, the wraiths. It took away their ability to heal, which was keeping them alive for way too long, because every time they would take damage, they heal for like 5% of their hit points per second. So we killed that technology. It makes the air units go down really fast. And then on top of that, the Farseers shoot very quickly. It's like 1.2 second cooldown. And we were just pelting unit after unit. They were all exploding, going down like a stack of dominoes. And that was the only reason we won that match. And yeah, that was our first win in Season 3. So I hope you guys appreciated this episode. And I will continue to make more episodes as we continue to move forward through the season here. We are in Bronze 1 now. How about that? So Bronze 1, and we'll just continue moving through until we get to however far we can go. Since we have 90 days, and last season I started with like 22 or something like that, I expect we'll at least be able to surpass Diamond 1 and get to Diamond 2. I'd like to see Master, but that's asking a lot. Anyway, I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.